Hi everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles. Now I want you to choose pile number 1 or pile number 2. This is going to be a reading regarding past life energy, okay? This is not every single past life in entirety. This is just a glimpse at something that may still be an emotional tie for you. Now this is only a short sort of look. Of course, if you want a more in-depth look and a recorded session with me on past life energy, that's something completely different than this, or maybe it's an expansion to this, you don't know, but this is going to give you a relevant life that is giving you some kind of an emotional, you know, how this emotion is sort of relevant in your life now. Maybe this is a pattern that you're repeating. So I'm just going to be working with my Mythic Tarot for this, and I will try to get as much information as I can as we move through. Okay, so firstly, pile number 1, I'm just going to shuffle your cards out. Okay, it's about lessons and things. Okay, and emotions. Okay. And I'm going to do pile number 2 in a moment. Okay, so if you did choose number 1, here we go. So the first card is going to reveal your energy in a past life. Now, this can be what you look like. This might be what your personality was like. There could be a number of things that start to trigger off the energy here. So let's have a look. Okay, this is past life energy. Describe you in a past life. For you, for number 1, obviously when you choose the 9 of Swords card, it is talking about a lot of different anxieties. My feeling here is in your particular past life, which was in a place that was more than likely very cold weather as well. Europe. I am getting Europe for you guys. Okay, so more than likely cold weather. So it was always like this. There feels like there is a issue here in this particular past life of doing things that you really don't want to do. Okay. The energy here, obviously, in this card is of the Morai and Orestes, who was asked to do something that he didn't want to do in Greek mythology. It could be that there is something connected here with wartime, something connected here with being... Actually, I'm getting a ship now, okay? So this is a past life that has to do with being in some kind of naval situation, doing things you really don't want to do and being governed by other people. This does indicate that the energy that I'm feeling is that in this particular past life that you were male, okay? Possibly young when you were asked to go out to sea, or you were forced on a boat in some way, doing things that you didn't want to do in order to survive. It doesn't feel like this was a particularly happy lifetime in this particular past life. That there were things that you were learning as a soul about survival, and also feeling like you are pressured into doing things you don't want to do. And this is something you have to watch for now in this life. Pressured, or learning how to speak up for yourself, learning how to say no when you need to, etc. And not following the crowd or following normal rules. Yeah, I get this sense for number 1 that in a past life there was a lot of pressure on you to do things you did not want to do, and it feels naval. It feels ships, old, like long time ago. Probably like 1600s or something similar to this. Okay, let me just keep going. What was your purpose then in that particular past life? It looks like your purpose was to do what this person told you to do. This lady in Greek mythology was Atlanta, one of the names of those. Okay, so it's jogging my memory, but in her story, she was supposed to be a man. You know, she did everything guys did. She was one of them tomboys from way back. But she also has a very commanding sort of an attitude. It feels like you, in this particular past life, you had to listen to this lady's rule, being the Queen of Swords. Feels like Denmark, Queen of Denmark, something like that. I'm just keep going. I'm getting little bits and pieces as we're going through. Don't take this too seriously. These may just be patterns or things that you're feeling in your life, and they're coming through like this. Obviously, we can do deeper past life readings, etc. But this is on a broad sense. So it feels like your purpose was to make sure that this person and their kingdom was safe. And perhaps you had to get this person to a safe place. Okay? So your purpose then was keeping others safe. Doing what you were told, but you were doing it, I guess, for what they believed to be greater good. Right? Doing this kind of thing. Keeping this lady safe. And I feel like you were able to achieve this. Okay. The other thing is a lesson that you may not have completed. There's the ship. I had a feeling, you know. Okay. I don't think that you completed the freedom. I don't think that you were able to get away from this life. I don't think that you were able to say what you needed to say or do what you had to be done in order to escape that kind of life. So it was something that you just sort of like gave into. Well, this is my life. This is what I have to do in order to survive. But I don't believe that you had the freedom that you wanted in that life. And I believe that you watched while other people were able to have freedom in a life of love as well. It doesn't feel like there's much energy of love in this lifetime that you had. So something that you didn't complete was standing up for yourself or getting away from a situation like this in one way or another. It's like you gave into that energy, and it's also urging you not to do that now. Okay, and finally, how is this emotion, how is that life relevant to you now? Well, it shows you that you can overcome. You know, it shows you that you're going to be able to overcome anything that's thrown at you as long as you don't do what other people want you to do. You know, that you learn to say no and do what you want to do. This lifetime here, now that you're living now, is all about finding the happiness despite what family or society or others think is right for you. It's like standing up for yourself, you know, and being stronger in who you are and coming out victorious, okay? Instead of sort of feeling overwhelmed, and possibly that is an emotion that's breaking through for you now. You know, you might feel overwhelmed in some aspect of your life, and if so, it may be that it's time to change that cycle in your life and do the things that you really want to do, because you succeed. If you do what you want to do, then you get the golden fleece. Okay, so that's the abundance, the happiness, the family, everything that you want. If you do what the crowd wants you to do, or whatever it is for you, if you feel that pressure all the time of having to do, feeling like you have no choice but to do what everybody wants you to do, then you're not trusting in the process of the universe to help you and guide you and bring opportunities. And maybe the way in which you've been thinking and the words in which you use just need to just alter a little bit so you can start seeing the benefits, like the goodness coming through. Okay, so that was an interesting sort of take, I guess, in a short little version. And we'll do some more past life readings if you like them, of a possible past life. Maybe it's something that you can discover a little bit more within yourself. And the energy of the emotion of standing up for yourself being the most important thing. So that's awesome. Okay, number one, hope you enjoyed. And number two, thanks for listening. Now, this is interesting because I was just telling number one, look, we're just looking at things as, sort of like a quick reading for you. It's just a quick little glimpse. You've chosen number two, so I feel this needs to be relevant for you. This is going to be describing you and your energy in a past life, what your purpose was, a lesson that you didn't complete, and how it's relevant to you in your life now, right? So I'm just going to shuffle these cards. I'm going to do my best to take you through it as the energy comes up, okay? So, you in a past life. Of course, if you do want a deeper, reading that's recorded and you want to have a session with me doing hypnosis therapy, then that's a lot different than what we're going to do today. So, a lesson that you didn't complete and the emotion, how is it relevant in your life now? Okay. Are you ready? All right, let's go. Okay, describe you in a relevant past life. Well, number two, it looks like you had a lot of wealth, you had a lot of joy, you had a lot of happiness, you had a lot of peace. You had a lot of property by the looks. You were very balanced in your life. It's like the energy here is very peaceful. The energy here is very knowledgeable as well. I actually feel like this energy is southern, maybe even in Australia or New Zealand, where the energy, like there's a lot of sunshine all the time, and the energy of, feeling peaceful within yourself and bringing this harmonious energy was always around you by the looks of it. Obviously, it looks like you might have been a female in this particular past life. But the energy here is healing and gentle. You possibly had knowledge of wisdom with herbs and things like that, being able to gather medicine, use all natural products to help other people, really getting this medicine healing energy here. Okay, let's see what else we got. What was your purpose then? Look at that. These are all major cards too. It feels like your purpose was this wisdom, this medicine, going from place to place, spending time alone a lot as well. Obviously the hermit energy is a card of being alone a lot. It looks to me like, because you have the crow energy here as well, that there could be some kind of shamanic energy with it as well, tribal shamanic energy. Like being able to shapeshift, being at one with nature, being at one with animals as well. But spending a lot of time moving around, spending a lot of time traveling and teaching, not saying much, but it was all in your actions, you didn't have to say much. It was all coming through with your actions and helping a lot of people. Your purpose then was exactly that, to spread the light and hold the light in your own way as well. Interesting. A lesson that you didn't complete. Okay. Doesn't look like you completed love. Doesn't look like you had the love around you. It looked like a life where, on purpose, you decided to do it by yourself or live by yourself, work by yourself. Does feel like there were family members that you knew of and loved and appreciated, etc. But it doesn't look like in that life the lesson that you didn't complete was being able to also give yourself the chance to love and be loved as well. And maybe you do fight with trust issues in this life, whether you should be in a relationship or not, or, whether you're going to be hurt even if you are in a relationship, or whatever energy it is for you, Maybe you have found love in this life, and it's scary sometimes just in case it's not there anymore one day, There's all different types of energies that can come up with regards to love. Romantic love is what I'm talking about here. It doesn't feel like you had a chance to have that. So it looks like it was supposed to be doing your healing, helping other people, loving and being loved in that particular past life. And it doesn't look like it was an easy task or possible for you. If you do have a loving relationship now, trust in it. Because otherwise people can come up with a million reasons why they're not good enough to be there. And that needs to leave. Okay? But it doesn't look like you had it then. And finally, emotion. How is the past life, relevant now? Because now there's that need to have that relationship, or there's that loving space, or there's a chance for it, or whatever it is for you. Okay, everybody's in a different life space at the moment. Okay, so how is that relevant? It's like now you're going to be in this life, and in this life you have a chance to love and be loved. It may not have happened then, but now you have this chance to do it. And it's like this is the relevant emotion, is that you are going to be able to have it in this life if you want it. You are going to be able to have that deeper love that it was missing, Many of us, in the past have felt like something was missing until we find the other part of who we are, And then we're like, oh, okay, I can breathe. That's what was missing my whole life kind of thing. And in this life, you have an opportunity to work with your knowledge, work with people, work with healing, and have this love. So let it come. Let it be. It's an emotion that you need to be able to express and also trust in this life. It's part of the bigger part of your journey, for sure. And it looks like it's either already with you, or this is something that's coming very, very soon. And you need to be ready for it. Particular past life, you had everything you needed. You were able to help other people. You were able to work with healing and medicine, and you spread that light from place to place to place. But you didn't have the opportunity to have love. Now, you have the opportunity to have love in your life, in whatever form that is for you. So you must allow that to happen, because it's very important. This emotion of not having, needs to be healed in this life, and so you can have a fullness of life as well, and you deserve it, right? So there's a lot of healing energy around you and within these cards today, And of course, if you want something more in-depth or more personalized, it's time to get in contact with me. Wait for it, because something big is about to occur, number 2. And it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Open up your heart to receive the love that is right there for you. Okay? Okay. So that was different. And it's one type of spread that you can do for past life readings. These can get quite in depth, and we can get quite a big story going on as well. Today I only had a little bit of time, so I just did this one, but we can explore larger spreads and readings. Now hopefully you guys will join me on Saturday Night Live. I'm going to put up a notice in the community tab and also on all of my social media. Look forward to seeing you guys there, and sending you all lots and lots of love, many blessings, and bye for now. Bye.